Alright guys, here we are tonight down at Golf Central and we have the Ap3 718 Ap3. Now the Ap3 is the longest distance players iron Titleist have ever made.
Yes, apparently so. Yeah, they go all right too.
Oh look, they're pretty damn good. So basically there's a new design in there. They do 3-iron to pitching wedge. A new L-face insert launches a higher with more stopping spin, but it's a hollow blade technology as well. And if you look at the close-ups, there's a decent amount of perimeter weighting.
Yeah, yep.
So the top line's actually been beveled on the back edge, and the top line doesn't look too much thicker than say the Ap2.
No, because like you'll see it.
You'll see it in the close-up. So that's sort of
but
back.
It does look very good there. It does make it look.
Just that back edge is sort of there. They've just kind of beveled it off, so it almost looks like the top line's a lot thinner than what it actually is.
You know, to me, it looks like I've got close to a player's club in my hand.
Yeah, and that's sort of what they're saying. They've tried to blend at least a decent amount of looks into, because maybe that's where the AP1 failed a little bit for some.
There's a little bit of a cavity here, but not a lot.
No.
It's a pretty clean, nice-looking club.
Again, like all Titleist things, there's really no colour to it. It's pretty traditional, like they continue to do. They just don't muck around with that sort of stuff. No. You know, they do what works.
Yep.
Which again, which is a fair call. But blade length is still quite long.
Yeah.
But top line's a little bit thinner. It's a little bit shorter from heel to toe than the AP1.
Yep.
But quite a bit bigger than the AP2.
Yep.
And it goes a mile. So basically this is a 6-iron even though it's got 7-iron on it.
Yep.
And the distance shows.
Yeah.
And look, it feels better than the AP1.
Oh yeah. It certainly does. It's just got that nicer sort of feel off the face, doesn't it?
It's more of a size, it's not quite as loud, and it's not quite as...
No, it feels, look,
clicky.
It's a beautiful looking club. I think they've slotted into a real good market there for those people that are not quite to an AP2, but would like something that looks a little bit...
And I don't know if the camera will see it, but...
A little bit more traditional than an AP1.
No, that's
true. What I'd say.
No.
I won't say better because it's not necessarily better. It just looks a bit more like a traditional sort of club.
So it can be shaped as well. Like I said,
do you know,
first one was a cut and that was a draw.
I always rate some clubs. I know this is really funny. Is that if my clubs were sitting there and someone came and grabbed my irons and run down the road, would I chase them? If I had a set of AP3s, I would.
Yeah, okay.
If I had a set of AP1s, I might slowly jog after.
Talk to the camera, mate. See, this thing, people need to.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, and it's a bit like that. You know, some clubs sort of grab you. Look, I like the look of those. That's probably as close to a players type club as I could get.
Yeah.
You know, I can hit some blades and some shorter blades, but certainly not when it comes to 4, 5, and 6-iron.
Yeah, well, like you said, 7-iron's fine.
Yep.
It's the 5 and the 4 and whatever else.
I need some help, but I look at a set like that, they would look nice sitting in your bag.
You put it this way, you probably wouldn't worry about a combo set with that because you know what I mean. They're a very forgiving club, but they still look good, so you wouldn't worry about being a combo.
No, I agree.
And I think AP1 to AP3, that little changeover, you'd probably not like that changeover. You know, AP1's reasonably thick top line, and this is reasonably thin top line to a point.
If I bought a set of those, I would just get variety pitching wedge.
Yeah, correct. Now I'll try to get this in the close-ups, but on the top it's like a brush sort of finish.
Yeah.
And then on the other side it's a shiny sort of finish.
Yep.
But that's where they beveled it off.
Yes, and that's what.
It literally looks like an AP2 when you look at the top.
So you know that there's the thickness there.
Yep.
But
you can't see it that well at a distance.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because like I said, when I'm standing there looking down at it, I feel like I can play golf.
Yeah, which is fair enough, and that's sort of what Titleist have done really, really well. They've made it look decent, but it goes basically as far as the AP1.
Yep. Yeah, with the Titleist range, they are all a reasonable investment. I do understand that, but if you have a look at a lot of people, they tend to get fitted, and they'll keep those for a while.
Yeah, so AP1 is definitely the cheapest, and then sort of from there, that's it. Like AP3, AP2, your CBs, your TMBs especially, they're big sort of price jumps. And not that it should matter, you should get fit and you should make sure that you hit them and like what you like.
Yeah, but do you know, look, people don't necessarily change their irons a lot.
No, something like this you wouldn't need to.
No.
And again, a 2-year life cycle for the irons and the woods for Titleist. So you sort of know what you're getting. There's no mucking around, basically.
But I reckon they've done a good job with this.
I
like
do
I said,
agree.
I think because there was a bit of that gap for people. Say it about my level.
Yeah. So that mid-ish sort of handicap.
Maybe can't quite get to the AP2s, especially maybe the longer irons of the AP2s. The shorter irons, the AP2s be fine.
Correct.
Right? But the longer ones, and you look at it and go, well, do I have shorter irons of AP2 and longer irons of AP1s? That would just not look right.
Nope. Especially that's even a bigger jump than AP3 to 1.
So to me, you look at it, you would just buy a whole set of these.
Of course you would.
Whether you've got a 4 iron, you might not be a 4 iron, you might put a hybrid instead.
No, and again, Titleist have 2 different hybrids as well. H1 and 2, different shapes, different spin numbers and launches. So they're catering more to the average player than they ever have, which I think is brilliant.
I think they're catering for a big broad range. That's what I like. So it's not
years ago. It's the players' clubs.
Well,
and they're still the players' clubs, but
them Mizuno have been very much seen the same.
Yeah.
You know, I know only good players buy those.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really the case. There's enough. I always found the Titleist drivers pretty forgiving.
Yep. Titleist drivers are.
Yeah. And now with this range of irons, there's certainly enough there to cater for plenty of different people.
Yep. Exactly right.
So if you're
in the market,
if you're a golfer at about my level, which is probably 3 of us. Well, apparently there's a couple of blokes that swing like me, so yeah.
It's basically what it comes down to. You just got to give them a go. Like if you're in that sort of, I want a game improving golf club, but you really like the look of a smaller headed club, probably one of the better looking, bigger head forgiving clubs that actually don't look too bad from the top.
Yes.
Meh.
Yep.
Go a long way as well.
Yep.
But guys, that's the AP3. Yeah, great addition to the Titleist line, which, again, I think they've lacked in the past.
Yep.
And yeah, they've done a bloody good job there.
Yeah. Look, keep an eye out. That probably Christmas time, I think Al's going to get them for me. So
Santa's going to get them for him.
Good.
All right, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. Go check out the AP3s and comment below on what you think of the AP3s.
Yep.
Cheers, guys. See you next time.